We are first going to discuss the measurement and takeoff toolset. BlueBeam Review has some of the same skill sets as on-screen takeoff. On the right-hand panel, click on the purple ruler. You can also select Measure Tool on the top toolbar. First, BlueBeam needs to get a measurement of the scale for the document. Click on the Calibrate button and pick 2 points with a known length. Enter the length or validate that the length you measured is correct, and click OK. You can now begin taking measurements. The ruler will snap the 2 ends pretty intuitively and populate a distance. Notice the ruler icon as you move the mouse around. To stop taking measurements, simply click Escape. Now that the measurements are on the drawing, you can change the properties. The default ones are shown. However, by clicking on the Dimension and the Properties button, these can be changed and defaulted. You can change the color of the arrow, the size, and the style, along with the font, color, and size. On the property screen, if you scroll to the bottom, you can select Set as Default, so the measurements moving forward will all have these same properties. The second measurement tool to discuss is measuring the area. You can click on the area icon at the top and find a space on the document where you'd like to measure this. In this example, we're going to show the area of the vending room. With the ruler icon, you'll click on all 4 corners. And the area measurement will populate. Click on the area and the properties icon. You can now change the line, fill, hatch, and font colors, much like the previous example. You can also scroll to the bottom and set these changes as your default, so that every measurement for the area moving forward will all look and feel the same. The third measurement tool is volume. Now this can be used when measuring concrete pours, for example. You're going to find an area for which you want to measure the volume of your concrete pour. And you'll go select the 4 corners of your room. Notice that the volume has populated, but the properties default needs to be revised. By clicking the Escape button and clicking on the volume measurement, clicking on the ruler icon, you'll see that the depth has been defaulted to 4 inches. You can change this to another dimension. And by clicking back on the volume that you just took, that number will automatically recalculate. The last measurement tool to show is the count. This can be used when counting inventory. By clicking on the count icon, you will then click on the items you wish to count. In this case, we'll be counting the sinks in the restrooms on the 1st floor. Notice on the right-hand side that the count is listed as 14, meaning we've calculated 14 sinks. Now by clicking Escape and clicking on the markup pen on the right-hand side, you'll see that every measurement we've taken on this document has been cataloged. We can now click on the count measurement and change the title so that we know what we've measured. In this instance, the sinks. This list can eventually be exported, so defining the counts and other measurements that you've taken will help when the document has been exported.